How you doing? And thanks for tuning in to the What the Hell podcast. This podcast is dedicated to those things that drive you nuts and annoy you and just make you say, what the hell? Come on in. Let's get this thing started. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell? That's right. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for another episode of What the Hell? Yes, that's right. I feel the exact same way. I am super excited about it. What's going on, all my What the Hell people? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's fucking awesome, and I love it. This week, let's talk some shit about discourteous people. That's right, I'm talking about you rude ass motherfuckers. You know who you are, and you need to go away. That's right, I said it. You need to go away. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about those people that have no fucking basic manners whatsoever. I mean, just some simple basic fucking manners. Like, I don't know, thank you, please, excuse me. I mean, how many times have you been somewhere where, someone wanted to get through, right? And you didn't mean to block them, but somehow you're in the way. They don't bother to say, excuse me. They just look at you like you're the asshole. Like, you can't say fucking excuse me. You're just going to try and shove your way through. What the hell? That's right, I said it. What the hell happened to basic fucking manners? You know, you were taught this. We were all taught this as fucking kids, right? Mom wanted you to be a good person. Dad wanted you to be a good person. And they made you say please. You wanted a fucking candy. And they're like, no, you're not getting shit unless you say please. And if you didn't say please, yeah, you got slapped upside the fucking head. Right? I know. Look, my mother, I adored my mother. She was 5 foot tall, 100 pounds soaking wet with boots on. And let me tell you something. You did not screw with mom. Okay? It was that simple. You didn't use your manners. She was likely to go upside your head. And, in my opinion, it made me a better person. Now, she didn't have to go upside my head because I knew what was going on and it fucking worked, right? So I said, please. To this day, I say please. I say thank you. I'll say excuse me. I'll say no thank you. It's basic fucking manners, but you go around and you don't see it anymore. They're just fucking people that are discourteous. I mean, what about, and you've probably experienced this recently, what about the people that won't even hold the door open for you? Even if they see you coming, right? Don't bother holding the door. They're a half a second behind you, right? Or you're half a second behind them, rather. Let me rephrase that. And fucking they don't bother holding the door. So then you got to run and catch the door and all that. And you just want to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Again, what the fuck? Why couldn't you just hold the door? Right? And these are the same people that would look at you with a dirty look if you didn't hold the door for them. And I'm not talking like, they're on the other side of the parking lot, right? I'm talking about, they're a half a step, a half a second behind you, something like that. They don't even hold the door open when they see you coming. It's just fucking rude. It goes back to what I was saying during the grocery store trip episode. People that can't take their fucking cart back to the cart corral and just leave it, with the front wheels propped up on the curb. I mean, come on, you lazy son of a bitch. Yeah, you know who you are. And it's just fucking stupid. You can't even take it back to the cart corral. Don't forget that our parents had to take that motherfucker all the way back into the store. And your lazy ass can't even bother to take it back to the cart corral, even though it's probably no more than 17 fucking feet away from you. You know what? You should go play in oncoming traffic if you can't do something really basic like that. And think of how much fucking problems that actually saves if you do it. If you took your cart back to the cart corral, right? You wouldn't be blocking the lane because half the time these carts are sticking all the way out, number one. Number two, they wouldn't be running down the frickin' aisle and potentially slamming into somebody's car, fucking it up. You don't want your car to be hit by the cart. But yet you can't bother to take it back to the cart corral. You know what I'm saying? You are
one pathetic loser.
If you can't take your cart back to the cart corral, you are fucking ridiculous. It's discourteous as hell. Forget the fact that they're paying someone to go get the carts. Come on, dude. Put yourself in their shoes for 1 fucking second. It's not hard to do. And they're not that fucking far from you, right? They're not. I'm sorry. It gets to be 1,000,000 degrees here in Texas in the summer, and I'm still taking my cart back to the cart corral. I don't care how fucking far away it is, because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want my car fucked up from a cart, so I'm going to take it back. It's just that simple. Fucking rude ass people. No basic manners. Please. Thank you. Excuse me. Pardon me, right? You know, I mean, how hard is it to just say, excuse me? And most of the time I've found, if you just say, excuse me, if you're trying to get through somewhere and someone is, you know, let's say the grocery aisle, right? Because that happens to everybody, where they're blocking your way and you want to get through. If you just say, pardon me, or excuse me, and you do it in a tone that doesn't make you sound like a fucking jerk, right? Like if you're doing the, excuse me, right? If you're doing that, then you're a dick anyway. You know, fucking excuse me. Don't be a dick about it. Say, hey, excuse me, I'd like to get through. Pardon me. It's not that big of a deal. And there's a fine line to walk, right? Like if you do the whole attitude where you're like, excuse me, and you're a jerk about it, they're not going to let you through. And conversely, if you sound like a baby, they're not going to let you through either.
Excuse me, can I get through, please?
That's not going to work either. It's not going to work. Right? You got to find that nice even line where it's like, hey, I'd like to get through. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be a dick. But if you could get out of the way, that would be fucking great. And that happens all the time at the grocery store because there's not enough fucking room in the first place. Oh my God. You know, I don't understand, and I think it's these little things like this that lead us into where we are today, where we can't even fucking talk to each other anymore. You know what I mean? Now, let's take this to another step, right? Let's take it somewhere else where, again, this is, to me, it's basic fucking manners, right? Because my mom beat this into my head, but, like, if you're asked to be somewhere at a certain time, fucking be there absolutely no later than that time, right? Be there at the worst possible occasion. Be there on time, if at all possible. Be there just a little bit early, not like a fucking hour early, like, hey, I'm here, but like, you know, 5-10 fucking minutes. But at the absolute worst, be on time, right? And today, everybody feels like it's no fucking big deal just to be late. We have a joke for it in my family. I won't say it because it'll offend some people, and it's an inside family joke, and that's where those kind of jokes belong. If you're going to offend somebody really hardcore and it's going to cause a fucking uproar by the fucking politically correct police, then keep that shit inside. But, you know, fucking be on time. Don't be fucking late. Don't be late all the fucking time. This goes for everything. This goes for appointments. This goes for, especially for your fucking job. If you're, like, the rule was, and it's been said 1,000,000 times, if you're on time, you're late, right? If you're on time, you're late. It's that fucking simple. Because when you're late, when you're actually late, when you're told to be somewhere and you show up 30 minutes early, you're liable to hear this. Okay, maybe that's too harsh of a joke to actually throw out there right now, given what's happened this week. But you know what I mean. You're like, oh my God, you can't be on time. And what if, like, the party or something, whatever you're doing is actually waiting for you? If, like, okay, we need to wait because so-and-so isn't here yet. Everybody else wants to fucking slap you. Ow! Yeah, they want to slap you big time. And they're going to talk shit about you.
You are an idiot!
That's right. You. Because you're fucking late. And don't act like it's no big deal that you're late. If you're late, fucking apologize. And what is it with people that can't even apologize when they do something wrong? You know, one of the fucking worst things in customer service, and customer service is a whole nother fucking episode of what the hell. But you know what one of the worst things in customer service is? If you don't fucking apologize. Right? I've seen this 100,000 times where you go somewhere, if you make a complaint, they don't even, the person responsible doesn't even apologize. They'll just offer you, you know, like if you're at a restaurant, they'll offer to comp your meal or whatever. They don't apologize for it happening in the first place. And you're like, really? Can I just get an apology? And most of the time, in my experience, these people that complain just want you to know that you fucked up so you don't fuck up somebody else's shit. It's that basic. It's that fucking simple. Now, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of people out there that are just trying to get free shit. But that's not the majority. And again, I did this for a very long time. It's not the majority. Yes, there are those people. And yes, they will. But you know what? If someone tells you something's going on, just fucking listen to them and apologize. How hard is it to apologize? I'm sorry. Now, don't apologize if you don't fucking mean it. Okay? If you're going to be one of those people that just apologizes all the time and doesn't do anything to fix it, again, you're an idiot. You're a dick. You can say whatever you want. You're You are an idiot. And you are also...
You are one pathetic loser.
Yes, you are one pathetic loser if you're someone that apologizes all the time and doesn't take corrective action. It's that fucking simple. Oh my God. Fucking don't apologize. Don't fucking say excuse me. Don't say please. Don't say thank you. What's wrong with you? Seriously, what's wrong with you? There's got to be something going on with your head where if something happens and immediately something in your head doesn't make a sound effect like this and go, wait a minute, I did something here. Something's wrong, and I need to fix it. I worry about you. I really fucking do. Now, there's another type of person that I think we should talk about when it comes to discourteous people, and that is, you know, people that like show up to a party empty-handed, right? Like if you get invited to a party, you should probably, the first thing you should probably say after you say whether or not you're going, right? If you get invited to a party and you say you're going to go, your next response should be, hey, what do you need me to bring? You should at least offer it. Even if you know your fucking friend is like, nah, man, I got it. It's all good. Just show up. I just want you there. Cool. At least you fucking offered, right? And don't be that person. And you know how it is. We've all got those people in our family that you get those family gatherings and everybody's signing up for what they want to bring. They already know who's the, I'm going to bring, you know, chips, or I'm going to bring cups because it's the fucking cheapest thing to do, right? Don't fight over that shit, number one. But number two, at least fucking offer to bring something, guys. I mean, again, if they're going to be told no and like, hey, I got everything, I just want you there, cool. At least you had the foresight to actually offer, right? That's just courtesy. It's like, wow, you're going to have this party. You're going to invite me into your home. You're probably going to give me some of your food. Maybe you're going to give me some of your booze, which who's not going to go to that fucking party? At least offer to fucking bring something, right? I mean, seriously. Yeah, bring something. Offer. Even if they tell you no, you're not going to look like a complete fucking douchebag. Now, speaking of douchebags and discourteous people, some of us have been this next person I'm going to talk about, for a little bit. Once, maybe twice, who knows. But you know what? If you are someone that's on your fucking phone when you're, you know, in a line at the bank or you're at the bar or a restaurant and you're actively on your phone having a conversation, you need to get off your fucking phone because you're an inconsiderate fuckhead. Yes, I'm talking to you. Let me tell you a fucking story, okay? And I may have told this story before on this podcast, but I have a microphone so you can listen to everything I say. Or you can fast forward through it. Whatever. I don't care. That's kind of a jerk thing to say. But here's the thing, okay? I went out to dinner one time, not that long ago. And it was a decent restaurant, you know. It wasn't like fucking a fast food place. And I'm sitting there, and I order the food, and I'm waiting for the food. And all I hear is this woman who's on the phone and is you know, trying to talk over the kitchen noises and the ambiance music and all that. But the funny part was I could also hear the other end of the conversation. And I happened to turn around, and I kid you not, this inconsiderate bitch was having a full-on video FaceTime fucking call while sitting at the bar eating her dinner. She had her fucking phone propped up against her purse or whatever and was literally having a video conversation in a public place while eating her dinner. That is fucking discourteous in so many ways. I mean, number one, do you, and it was on speaker. It didn't even have fucking earbuds or anything. It was on speakerphone. You could hear everything and look over and see their, you know, fucking reaction right there on video. Are you kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Why is this even okay? And I wish I could remember the conversation because I'm sure it was some shit that I didn't want to hear. But come on. The bartender doesn't want to fucking hear that. The person next to you at the bar doesn't want to hear that. The other patrons in the restaurant don't want to hear that. Why is this even okay, people? Why? What the hell? What the hell? No one thinks that about this anymore. It's like, why? I'm so fucking flabbergasted by it. Where and I kid you not, okay? Not only did this conversation happen, it was 30 fucking minutes long. It was 30 minutes long. And you just want to look over there and be like, are you kidding me? And I talked about this on the last episode where I was talking with Caroline Picard, where I was at a comedy show on a cruise ship, right? And I was just, you know, you're on vacation, you're having a blast. I'm in the third row. My wife and I are in the third row of this fucking comedy club on the cruise ship, and we're laughing at this guy's jokes, and it's funny. And at the end of the set, he just starts railing on this young woman that was in the front row, and on her phone the whole fucking comedy show. And this guy was just, he went through his whole set, and then he took some time, and it was like he was leaning over and basically yelling at her in the microphone, talking about what a rude bitch she was. Like, you know, it's not your fault. You weren't taught basic manners. It's okay. I understand. But you don't know how distracting and how fucking rude it is to be up here trying to earn a living while you're sitting there in the front row, not even on your phone. Why can't you sit in the back of the fucking room? And this is what, yes, that's what should happen. People were going nuts. I mean, it's fucking rude. Oh my God. Why did this person have to sit there? Right? Why did they have to sit there and fucking forget that you're on a cruise ship in the Caribbean and there's no really need to be on your phone because you should be on vacation enjoying yourself. Meanwhile, you're just sitting here on your phone and texting or Insta chatting, Snap fucking or whatever. I don't know. But I'm like, oh my God, fucking have some basic fucking manners. Seriously. It's frustrating as hell. Now, I'm going to wrap this one up by talking about a very specific fucking kind of discourteous fucking loser. We've all experienced this. We know people like this. Okay? And this discourteous fucking loser is the person that doesn't clean up after their dog. What the fuck? Seriously. And you ever notice how these people are not the ones with the little bitty dogs with the little bitty shits? No, they're the fucking ones with the big old dogs with the humongous fucking turds. I'm gonna drop it right here, and I can't wait for you to step on it. Okay, that was a bit extreme, but you know what I'm saying. What kind of a fucking loser do you have to be to leave your dog's shit for someone to fucking step on?
You are one pathetic loser.
You have to be a pathetic loser. I mean, come on. Do you know anybody that enjoys stepping in dog shit? Right? Do you know anyone that enjoys this? Oh, I love the squishing feeling between my toes. No, you don't know anyone like that. You don't. So why would you leave it? Why would you leave it? You know, if you're at a dog park or a park, for that matter, just about everywhere now, the bags are provided for you. So you don't even have to touch it. And they provide you with the fucking waste receptacle. But what kind of fucking loser are you that you don't clean up after your dog? You're just going to leave it there for someone to step on. And then what if they didn't even realize they stepped on it and they're sitting at home and they... Something in my house stinks. It really shouldn't. I know I cleaned my house. What's going... And I know what that smell is. That smell is very... I don't have a dog. Why do I... And you go over and you grab your shoes from your walk that day. And what do? Motherfucker! Because you stepped in dog shit. Because some discourteous asshole didn't clean up after themselves. Again, number one, you shouldn't own a fucking dog. You shouldn't. You shouldn't own a dog. You shouldn't own a cat. You shouldn't own a pet at all because you're not taking care of it and you're not living up to your responsibility. But furthermore, somehow you got one and you're a dick. You're a jerk. You're an asshole. You're a discourteous fuckhead. It's shouldn't be allowed. But for some reason, it's allowed. And nowadays we can't even call people out on their discourteous shit, right? Because it's too offensive. And their feelings might get hurt.
And I'm sorry if this little podcast hurt your feelings. But the fact of the matter is, and listen closely, if you are someone that does any of the stuff that I've talked about, you are a discourteous fuck.
And if you're wondering if I'm talking about you, if you have to wonder if I'm talking about you, then chances are you're one of them. Think about that for a little bit. And please, for the love of God, change it. Change it. Do something about it. Don't be a discourteous fuck. Thank you so much for listening. Please, I beg you, go to Apple Podcast, leave a rating, rank, and review. Rate and review. Go to the YouTube channel, rate, review, subscribe. Would love some show suggestions, topic suggestions. Feedback is encouraged. I'm not perfect at this, and if you think I could do something else different that would be funnier or more entertaining, would love to hear that from you guys. You can actually reach me via the web. You can reach out via email now. I actually made one. It's pretty freaking cool. So if you want to do that, you can reach me at whatthehellpodcast@yahoo.com. And you can also, again, like and subscribe on the YouTube channel and leave comments and all that. Would love to hear from any and everybody who's listening. Thanks so much for taking the time. Appreciate everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. Take care, and we'll talk to you next week.